Hello everyone, welcome back to Engtalki's YouTube channel. I am your host Piyush, and today I am joined by our amazing and wonderful tutor Reema. Our topic today is something that is to deal with everyday situations, but probably never think about much. It's about the difference between the texting English and the spoken English. Okay. So we are going to explore how today the way we type is often totally different the way we speak. So if you ever texted BRB or LOL and then wondered how to actually say it in the real life, so today is your day. So first of all, I wanted to get started with Rima. Hello, Rima.
Hello, Piyush. Yes. I really agree with you because these days we always use it because it is so time saving, and we don't have time to write lots of things in the text. That's why we generally use it. However, the problem is like we use it in such an extent that we sometimes forget that what is actual meaning of it. That is the main thing. Okay, and we keep on using these acronyms more and more, and that is why it sometimes comes in our conversation also. And I really feel that is not at all encouraging. Okay, so it should not be there. You should not use these things in your spoken. Moreover, I'm able to see this trend to the kids also, like they always say idk or lol, this type of things more, instead of saying I don't know and all these stuffs. And I really feel that it is hampering their flow of communication, or the sweetness of communication which we used to have when we were kids. So I think yes, so that's something which I don't encourage, but today we will learn and we will find out how to stop doing this, and how to maintain the difference between written text and spoken. Okay, so that is the thing.
Yeah, very right, Rima. You have already said very right things that today we are going to learn some useful expressions or the abbreviations that are very useful in while talking in real life. Like we say some abbreviation that we can only say it in the online world, or you can say in the virtual texting. But what about if we talking in the real life? Like, did we have to mention that abbreviations only? Or that something else means in the real world. So let's get started with the abbreviation. So first abbreviation I would like to mention over here is LOL. That means in spoken English, that's funny or someone who is laughing. That's the correct meaning of that. So if you are talking in a real life, instead of saying LOL, you can just make a laugh, or you can say that's funny. Okay. Second would be BRB. That is, I will be right back. Okay. Third would be BTW. That is, by the way. You have to use a full sentence, or you can say a full abbreviation, or you can say a full sentence in the real life conversation instead of using just short forms. Okay. The fourth one is very important, TTYL. That is, talk to you later. In meetings, we usually, in a hurry, we type it as TTYL if having a conversation online. But in the real world, we have to say it in the full form, that is, talk to you later. Okay. And the fifth one would be OMG, that is, oh my God. Imagine now someone saying LOL instead of laughing, how you would be feeling it. It would be quite awkward, right? So instead of using the short form, learners try to use the full sentences. Okay. Now, I would like to tell something very special today, that me and Rima are going to have a role play that is quite very interesting. So, Rima, what do you say?
Yeah, sure. I would love to have it. Yeah.
Okay, okay. So let's get started. So it's a casual conversation, and that we are Rima are going to do, and it would help the learners to see how things basically takes place. Okay. So let's start it by me. So hey Rima, how was your weekend this day?
Oh, Piyush, it was amazing. I went for hiking. Lol, my legs are still sore. OMG, the views was stunning. IDK, why people are afraid of going for hiking? BRB. I mean, be right back. Just joking. So we generally talk like this if we use this kind of short forms. Yeah.
Yeah, so see that what happens when you bring texting into a real life, this only happens. So while it's fun, it's better to be use the actual full form instead of just seeing it in the short forms. Okay. So you have to use the full forms as BRB means I have already told you be back later and BTW means by the way. So these full forms you have to use. Okay. The second I would like to mention over here is that is emojis versus real emotions. Now, you already know that about emojis, right? So they are a whole language of their own in the online world, right? So, but when you are speaking, you have your own tone, you have your own words, and everything you have your own, right? But when we are talking about the emojis, then in the like real life conversation, we have to make it by sounding more natural. Like we have to use our tone, we have to use our expressions instead of using emojis. So I would only suggest you that instead of using the emojis, try to having a smiley face or try laughing in front of others. Try showing that smiles with your face. Okay. Now, I would like Rima to tell some alternatives that are often used as a text slangs in the real life conversation.
Yes, Piyush. So I really feel that people have been using these short forms more and more these days. So I mean, I'm going to give you some examples. For example, which is quite popular. That is ASAP, ASAP. That is as soon as possible. Okay. And another one is FYI, like for your information. Uh, Another one is just see and you. For example, see you, and the full form of see you is see you or catch you later. Or we can use sometime GN, like instead of saying good night, we also, say it in short way, like GN. So I think these type of things are quite common these days, and I also sometimes use it. However, I just want here to mention that even if you use it a lot on your text, but don't say it while speaking. Okay, so don't wish somebody, hey, it was nice talking to you, GN, bye bye. So don't say it like that. It will be so weird, like you will sound weird, and definitely will not do this. Moreover, I can see that, as you said, Piyush, that we use these days more emojis instead of doing giving that emotion. So I really want to say something about this also. Like nowadays, these days you can see the kids, they are, or they almost don't know how to give emotion, because they are also so accustomed with this emoji stuff. Okay, so I also want to request everybody that instead of giving emojis a lot, actually type ha ha or oh no, this kind of thing, so that your emotion can directly come on your text instead of using emojis. Because these days we are forgetting how to use our emotion in words. So use onomatopoeias. Rather, I would encourage everybody, just use onomatopoeias, use ha ha, whoosh, and thud, this type of things instead of using emoji. Write it down also. It is also a very crucial part of improving your English. So that's my opinion. So what do you think, Piyush?
Very right, Rima. The things we have mentioned, I think they are quite useful for the learners. And let's get back to another segment that is a challenging segment for our learners today. So here's a fun fact, here's a fun challenge for you learners, everybody watching over here. So take one day out and let's try where you say everything you would normally say in the text. Like you have to say, actually, I wanted to say texting is helpful, but if you want to improve, like spoken English, remember to speak in full sentences rather than using the short forms. Okay. So,
Exactly.
yeah, everything like don't you have to don't mix out your LOL, OMG, or IDK into a real conversations unless it's fun and it's like understandable to the context or that is going on. Okay, in the talk. So I would
Exactly.
say thank you for joining us today, learners. Thank you for joining us today, Rima. Let us know in the comment section what's your favorite texting abbreviation and what would you say instead while speaking. I would say this is the very engaging session. What do you say, Rima? Anything you have to add?
Yes, I really think that it is quite helpful because nowadays people are ignoring this serious issue. And one more thing I want to tell all of the learners who is watching this video, these short forms are not at all acceptable in formal email, right? Formal mail or in formal situations, we can't use IDK or ASAP. Okay, although you might find some in some office culture they might be using that, but it is not at all encourageable. So you should not use it, but if you use these type of abbreviation more and more, automatically it will come on your mail and it can impact like on your image. So don't use it. As Piyush sir said, that it is better to limit it only to your conversation. Don't bring it to your texting. That's the thing. Yeah.
Very right, Rima. A powerful
Yes.
message by both of us that be limited into your only social media or into your online world only, not bring it to the
Exactly.
real world like conversation. So see
Hmm.
you next time, everybody learners. Talk to you later. Thank you so much, learners, for watching.
Thank you.
Thank you.